మహేష్ గారు మాట్లాడారా?
Mahesh, operate sir.
ఆపరేటర్ సార్ వచ్చారు లైన్ లో.
వచ్చారు కదా వెంకటరామ సార్ ఉన్నాడా?
ఉన్నారు సార్.
సార్ వచ్చారు.
రామేశ్వరరావు
స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం సార్.
ప్లీజ్ స్టార్ట్ సార్.
ఓకే సార్.
ప్లీజ్ స్టార్ట్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. రెస్పెక్టెడ్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ Professor T. Bapureddy Garu, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Government of Telangana. Our Honored Secretary, Engineer T. Anjaya, FIA, Institution of Engineers, Telangana State Center. Engineer B. Ramesh Kumar, FIA, Convener of today's event. And Dr. M.S. Venkatramaya, FIA, Professor, Department of Mining Engineering, Mallareddy Engineering College, Hyderabad. Distinguished guests, fellow fraternity, and eminent invited speakers of today's webinar, delegates, and mining experts, budding engineers, and media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all of you on behalf of Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, and my own behalf, and also in association with alumni of Engineers Association, Mining Engineering Association, and Department of Civil Engineers, College of Engineering, Usman University, and Department of Mining Engineering, Mallareddy Engineering College, Hyderabad, and Mining Engineers Association of India and its Hyderabad chapter, and also Institution of Engineers India, Ramagundam local center, and to this important event. I'm extremely happy to extend a hearty welcome to chief guests and invited speakers and to all of you to this important event. We are highly grateful to Professor T. Bapureddy Garu, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Government Telangana, for spontaneously conveying in consent to grace inaugural function, the one-day webinar as a chief guest. On this occasion, it is my privilege to say a few words about our Institution of Engineers to the chief guest and to all of you. The Institution of Engineers is the largest professional body that encompasses 15 engineering disciplines and gives the engineers a global platform which we share the professional interests, and is established in 1920 and is headquartered in Calcutta. Uh, Telangana State Center is the bifurcation elsewhere Andhra Pradesh State Center since August 28, 1916. The Telangana State Center of the Institution of Engineers having the more than 9,000 corporate members and also non-corporate members, total 18,000 members we are having. The Telangana State Center has the most active center of the Institution of Engineers, which is engaged in successful translating the objects and ideas of Institution of Engineers into practice. The present Telangana State Center is the legacy of the elsewhere Hyderabad State Center of Nizam's Hyderabad State. The Institution of Engineers has entered its centenary year in September 2019, and we've intended to celebrate this significant milestone with varied events in a befitting manner. As a part of centenary celebration, the Telangana State Center of IEI is organizing national conventions, seminars, workshops, and also international conferences, roundtable conferences in almost all engineering disciplines with an aim to disseminate the latest knowledge in engineering and technology to the engineering community. I'm very happy to inform that the Institution of Engineers Telangana State Center have organized during the 2019 with support of various mining organizations in a befitting manner. That is the 2 days All India seminar on impact of recent policies in the mineral industries on 15th and 16th March 2019. And also international conference on mining, present and future investments, issues and challenges from 23rd to 25th of October 2019. In line with the above celebrations, the Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers has decided to organize this today's one-day webinar under the aegis of the Mining Engineering Division of Institution of Engineers. As you are kindly aware that Telangana State Center has actively conducting such innovative programs for the benefit of the budding engineers and professionals. And COVID-19 pandemic has affected all countries and industries in the world. It is a typical experience to the mankind, more so to the industries in general and mining industries in particular. However, UNO and respective governments have taken serious serious issues in the form of the lockdown and social distance and except the permitting the essential services. This has and could have an impact on the mining industry in its various aspects like safety, production, environment, transport, consumption, and also employment, etc. The issue related to the mining industry need to be understood and discussed thoroughly, as it is very necessary, and it's felt that such a discussions can be uh, postponed and till normalcy is restored after the COVID-19. Hence, it is proposed to organize a one-day webinar. A title is Impact of COVID-19 on the mineral industry to discuss the issues under the present situation and experience during the post-COVID-19, its implication and revival and pertain to the mineral industry and the recommendations of which will be circulated to the concerned implementing agency. And with the few words, and I'm requesting our engineer B. Ramesh Kumar FI member, Institution of Engineering Telangana State Center, and also convener of today's event. He will brief about the today's webinar since I am limiting myself. Once again, these few words I conclude and I extend hearty welcome to the chief guest and to all of you. Thank you, one and all. Now I am requesting Engineer B. Ramesh Kumar FI, please brief about the today's event.
Good morning to all of you. Thank you very much, Rameswara Garu. Are you all able to hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. President of this function, Sri Dr. Rameswara Garu, Chairman, Institution of Engineers, Telangana State Center. Chief guest for today's function, Sri Tummala Papireddy Garu, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education. Honorary Secretary, Engineer Sri T. Anjay Garu, Dr. Venkatramaya, Professor, Department of Mining Engineering, Mallareddy College of Engineering. Invited guests of honor who are delivering messages, invited speakers, dear participants, students, ladies and gentlemen, and all the dignitaries who are participating. Thank you very much to all of you, and once again, welcome and very good morning. We are deliberating today in this one-day webinar on impact of COVID-19 on the mineral industry to discuss the issues on the present situation and experience and implications. This one-day webinar is being organized by Institution of Engineers Telangana State Center in association with alumni of Mining Engineers Association of Usmania University and Kakatiya University, Department of Civil Engineering, College of Engineering, Usmania University, Hyderabad, Department of Mining Engineering, Mallareddy College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Mining Engineering Association of India and its Hyderabad chapter, and the Institution of Engineers, Ramagundam Local Center and Mining Division Board. We have 8 invited speakers in this one-day webinar, 5 papers in the morning session, forenoon session, and then 3 papers in the post-lunch afternoon session to speak on various aspects and issues related to the effect of COVID-19. There are also messages by Sri Veeraswamy, Chairman, Institution of Engineers India, Ramagundam Local Center, Dr. A. Ramaswamy Reddy, Director, Mallareddy College of Engineering, Professor M. Gopal Naik, Professor and Head Department of Civil Engineering, University College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Sri B. Ramesh Kumar, not me, my namesake, former Director, Singareni College Limited, and President of Alumni Association, and Sri B.R.V. Sushil Kumar, Chairman, Mining Engineers Association of India, Hyderabad chapter. Coming to the issue of COVID itself, per se, I may recall that as recently as Monday, 10th February, we were not affected much by COVID-19, and the toll in China at that time had just reached 800 level. At that time, there was a news article in the papers about our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji offering help to Chinese President Xi Jinping to tackle with the issues of COVID-19 or issues. In India, we crossed 1 lakh infections of COVID on Monday, 18th May, 55 days after lockdown was imposed to retard the spread of the disease. It has now reaching about 3 lakh marks with about 9,000 deaths. It was on Sunday, March 22nd, that the Honorable Prime Minister suggested or requested the nation for clapping for 5 minutes at 5 p.m. to honor the people who are the sanitary workers, the medical staff, the police, and all the people who are involved in helping the nation tide over and help the people as a part of the Seva Paramo Dharma. Again, on Sunday, 5th April 20, it was the suggestion of the Honorable Prime Minister that we should all lighting of the lamps, switch off all the other lamps from 9 p.m. for 9 minutes. This was a call from the Prime Minister Modi ji to challenge the darkness spread by COVID, carnivorous pandemonium. Right. Then there have been a series of lockdowns. But then we are not here so much we are not so much here to discuss about coronavirus or COVID per se. There have been series of lockdowns, as I mentioned. Lockdown and social distancing probably is one of the solutions or the solution as of now, but then that itself cannot be a panacea for all the problems and issues. Lives are very important, but so also is livelihood of people. The effect of lockdown has been tremendous on all the aspects of day-to-day life, industry, and various aspects. There has been a virtual shutdown of all the activities. The most important was on oil industry in particular. I think you may recall, I don't know who have been following the news. On 22nd April this year, there was a news that shook the whole world. Oil price went down negative, yes, negative to $34 per barrel for Western American oil in USA. That means actually for anybody who takes a barrel of oil, instead of the person buying the oil was getting paid $34 because the oil production had continued, but there was no consumption. The most important, the major consumption of oil being the what you call airline industry was shut down completely. There was no travel, there was no automobile travel. So all the storage capacities in the world were full. They don't know what to do. And oil is such a commodity that you cannot simply stop production. It needs time. So ultimately it went up to minus $34 per barrel. And then there were other issues. There was recently a talk that in the June quarter, the steel production demand is to fall by about 65% in this June. See, these things are calling vital issues, vital developments, call for total coherent, integrated macro level approach for smart solutions. Smart solutions, when I say specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Prime Minister talked about Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now, when he said Atmanirbhar, on one side, it is a laudable thing and laudable effort, but where is the consumption going to be immediately? This has to be thought about. There are opportunities. If I may be allowed to recall, in September 11 incident, when it happened in US, affecting the Twin Towers, immediately after that, there was a lot of national hue and cry, and there's a terrific demand for the American flags. America in itself could not cope up with the demand. And you know who supplied the American flags to America at that time? It was China who supplied the flags. Today, there's an opportunity which our country, our nation, and we should grab it with both the hands. See, every threat is an opportunity that should be thought about in that direction. And this IEA headquarters is organizing a centenary webinar on 15th of June at 5 p.m. on transforming engineering education emerging scenario for the present context. Various webinars have been organized since lockdown began, Institution of Engineers headquarters, other local centers, and also by our state center. But probably IEA Hyderabad chapter is the first to organize a webinar on the effect of COVID-19 on mining industry. And for this, I'll congratulate our chairman, Sri Ramesh Rao Garu, for taking the lead and giving the guidance. I also express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Dr. Venkatramaya and Sri Amarnath, who have been doing untiring work to get it organized and get it into this shape. Mr. Ramachandran of Down to Earth magazine mentioned in his mail, the nice sounding year 2020 is hardly in its halfway. Strange, but it is already becoming defining year of sorts in our lives. The COVID-19 pandemic is the deadliest outbreak in our living memory. The world has neither seen such a widespread shutdown in mobility, nor witnessed such a sudden economic slump. And I think we do not know if there will be any repetition in the history of the lives of the people. Mrs. Nisha Jamnawal, in her article in Deccan Chronicle dated 12th of June, yesterday, said, life may almost never be the same again. It may not almost, it will never be the same again. And the extreme uncertainty we are currently living through might have many of us searching for answers to questions these life-altering times raise. Many times there are no solutions to life situations. The solutions themselves will give answers as the time passes by. I take this opportunity